Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're stepping into a world thick with shadows and secrets, where magic, it definitely comes with a price. We're talking about Rachel Gillig's Two Twisted Crowns. It's the really powerful finale to her Shepherd King duology. So yeah, this is our deep dive into a truly haunting piece of Gothic fantasy. Our plan today, basically untangle the main story, get into the heads, the emotional journeys of Elspeth and Ravyn, and explore that chilling mystery around the Shepherd King. Plus, we'll dig into the big themes, identity, sacrifice, power. They're just woven into everything. So get comfortable. We're about to explore what it means to fight for your own mind when it feels like it's being stolen. And think of the sacrifices love makes when, a whole kingdom's future is on the line. Okay, so first up, let's really immerse ourselves in Blunder. The kingdom itself, it's more than just scenery, right? It's this magic-infused place, always covered in mist, shadow, superstition. Think like crumbling castles, woods that feel haunted, villages cut off from everything. It's pure Gothic, eerie. You can almost feel the dread in the air.
Yeah, it's incredibly atmospheric, almost emotionally claustrophobic, like you said.
Exactly. Like that mist isn't just weather. It's pressing in on you, reflecting the kingdom's own problems.
And what's really neat is how that atmosphere connects directly to the magic. You've got the Providence cards, they're these ancient magical relics, and each one gives you some kind of ability, maybe seeing the future, maybe messing with emotions. But every time you use one, it chips away at your mind, leaves you open to the nightmares.
Nightmares.
Right.
Yeah, these like malevolent spirits that can possess users. They basically swap out a bit of your soul, take over, and the monarchy, which is corrupt as anything, keeps tight control over who gets these cards.
Of course they do.
Right. So it just cranks up that oppressive feeling. The fog, the literal fog, it really mirrors that metaphorical darkness trapping everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The desperation for change is palpable.
Wow. So using magic isn't just risky. It's like you're literally treating pieces of yourself, your consciousness.
Exactly. It's a terrifying bargain. And right in the middle of all this gloom, we find Elspeth's spindle. At the start of Two Twisted Crowns, she's in a really bad place. Remember the end of One Dark Window?
Oh, yeah, the cliffhanger.
Right. So the nightmare spirit has completely taken her over. She's basically lost inside her own head, a prisoner. Her memories are all jumbled. Her own thoughts feel distant.
And what Gillig does so well here is make that internal battle incredibly complex. It's not just, get the demon out.
Right.
Elspeth is fighting tooth and nail just to hold on to who she is inside this weird, dreamlike mental prison. And the nightmare, well, it turns out it's not just some random evil spirit. It's presented as this tragic figure. Its origins are all tangled up with Blunder's dark history and the whole broken magic system.
So it's more complicated than good versus evil.
Much more. It forces you to think about where Elspeth ends and the nightmare begins. It's unsettling. Her journey becomes this quest for self-rediscovery and, surprisingly, maybe even redemption. For both of them, in a way.
That's a really deep struggle. Fighting for your own essence against something inside you that's also maybe a victim.
Exactly. It's heavy stuff.
Okay, so while Elspeth's trapped in this internal fight, her lover, Ravyn, he's on the outside. And he's on this totally desperate quest to find her, to save her. He's a captain, a noble, trying to lead this fractured resistance group. His family's involved, other nobles. It's messy.
Yeah, and Ravyn's goal is huge. He needs to find the rest of the Providence cards. Not just for Elspeth, though that's obviously a massive motivation,
right.
But the cards are supposedly the key to taking down the corrupt king and breaking this curse that's plagued Blunder for generations. So yeah, love drives him, absolutely. But it's also duty. It's this heavy family legacy he carries. And his siblings, Elm and Ione, they're crucial to the resistance too. Each with their own struggles, their own sacrifices to make. It really shows how personal the cost is for everyone involved.
So it's part rescue mission, part revolution. The stakes couldn't be higher, really? Makes you wonder, how far would you go? For love, for your people.
It asks a lot of him, of all of them.
And while all this is happening, Elspeth's fight. Ravyn's quest, the big mystery of the series, starts to, unravel. We start getting secrets about where the nightmare actually came from. And the real story of the Shepherd King. He was always known as this, cursed undead figure.
Yeah, the boogeyman of Blunder, basically.
But this book totally flips that. His true history, his legacy.
Yeah.
It all comes out.
And what's fascinating is how these reveals show just how much history has been twisted. It makes the characters and us face the real price of magic, like you said before. And the original betrayal that kind of kick-started this whole mess, this curse, Gillig really shows how regimes manipulate the past to keep control. Magic isn't just magic, it's a tool of oppression here. And the curse itself, you can read it as this powerful metaphor for, I don't know, the long-term consequences of grabbing power without thinking about the ethics, like environmental damage or societal breakdown, but made manifest through magic.
So the legends they grew up with were basically lies. And the truth about magic is way darker than anyone realized.
Yeah, pretty much. It forces a major reevaluation of everything they thought they knew.
Okay, so you've got Elspeth's internal war, Ravyn's external mission, this hidden history bubbling up. It all feels like it's building towards something huge, this massive confrontation. Light versus shadow, memory versus identity. The whole fate of Blunder is hanging there. And Elspeth and Ravyn have to make these impossible choices. Sacrifice themselves or save the kingdom.
Yeah, this is absolutely where it all comes together. All those themes we've touched on. Elspeth fighting to reclaim herself. The immense sacrifices made for the greater good. The danger of power gone wrong. The fight against oppression. It all collides.
Yeah.
And it's not clean. Every character faces these gut-wrenching choices that really challenge what it means to be a hero. Personal happiness versus the lives of thousands. It's messy, it's painful.
No easy way out.
None at all. It's incredibly effective because it feels earned, you know? The stakes are real.
It definitely sounds like it avoids simple answers. It's about the cost, what you give up, who you become when everything's on the line. And we have to talk about the writing itself. Rachel Gillig's prose in Two Twisted Crowns. It's just gorgeous. Really lyrical, moody, deeply Gothic, full of metaphors, poetic descriptions. It just creates that haunting, melancholic feeling of Blunder.
Oh, she nails that atmosphere. And a lot of that comes from the structure, I think, that the dual narrative, switching between Ravyn out in the world scrambling and Elspeth lost in that inner dreamscape. It builds tension, but it also gives you these two incredibly different but equally vital perspectives.
Right, you feel the urgency from both sides.
Exactly. And then she weaves in these bits of lore, flashbacks, folklore. It doesn't feel like an info dump. It feels like you're discovering these old secrets right along with them. It gives the world this incredible depth, this almost mythical quality. You know, the descriptions of the mist feeling alive or the cards humming with dark energy. It pulls you right in. Critics loved it for that reason. The character depth, the world building that just sucks you in, the emotional weight, and yeah, that poetic style. It's why you hear comparisons to writers like Naomi Novik, maybe Holly Black. She crafts a world that feels ancient, sorrowful, but somehow still real.
It sounds like she really makes you feel the weight and the history of that world, not just read about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we really journeyed into the heart of Two Twisted Crowns. It's such a powerful, haunting, and really emotionally satisfying end to the Shepherd King duology. We've walked through Elspeth's fight for her mind, Ravyn's quest against impossible odds, and seen how those ancient secrets tie everything together.
And I think, you know, what makes it really stand out in contemporary fantasy is how it takes those classic Gothic elements, curses, forbidden magic, dark kings and queens, but looks at them through this very modern lens. It's about trauma, it's about healing, it's about finding your own power, your self-determination. It's just a really rich character-first story that, it sticks with you in your head and your heart long after you finish it.
So if you're looking for a dark fairy tale, something that asks those big questions about who you are, about the real cost of power, about whether hope can even exist in the darkest places, well, this is definitely one worth experiencing for yourself. Give it a read.